Okay, recording on progress. Okay, come back to the lab again, right? So we left over from last lab that we almost successful, and we can let me see, we can ping outside, right? Let me go back to the what is that? Remind me where we left over. I believe something about the net rule, Yeah, yeah, the net rule. Let's go back to here, the internet router. Okay, so this is the net rule, right? Remember, the what what we want right now. We already confirmed the traffic, but however, right now it's time we go to this way, right? We go to here, and then the return traffic, we come back to here, and then we already verify. So I mean, it just take a two different paths. But do you think it's okay? We don't know, right? Until we try to make sure we take care about this net rule first, right? Because we want to make sure we're able to ping 8.8.8.8.8, right? Let's see. Let's refresh again before we go. So let's hop into this switch here again. Okay, so this one, so we have a app one server that network, right? So we have a CP10. So we have an enable. So we have say if we want to ping like show route, not show, just go ahead directly and trace route. Right, 8.8.8.8.8, right? Let's see the path where we go. Okay. Come on, hurry up. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. Are we trace from here or from here? It sounds like we don't have a default route here. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I just learning slowly. Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah. Remember last time we I think we crossing the VLAN one because we're learning from the default route, and so we go to here, and then we stop in here. Okay, because that is the first hop. You see, first thing is still thinking. Maybe my system running slow, and then the first hop we go to the 3. This is correct, and then we go cross here, go to here, go to here. Okay, so that's not big deal. Let's break this one first. All right, so let's go back to the internet router here. Where is our internet router? Just make sure this is our internet router. Yeah, I think this is right. Yeah, this is. I think this is internet router. Let's. Well, I have a 2-tap icon in here. Let me Q1 first. You're confusing me. All right, show IP BGP summary. See what we have in here. Just make sure we are logged in the right router. Oh yeah, so we have 173 facing the Verizon. Yep, that's beautiful. And the PBGP is the section is up. That's beautiful. And also we assume we should be able to ping 8.8.8, but just verify from our internet router. Yep, you see. Now, so remember, right? Because you see, when you show run in here, see, when you show run interface F0/0, see here, that is the interface, right? Because we enable, you see, the IP net is inside. Okay, so that is mean we have a net enable in this interface. It should be same thing. We have a net enable on this interface, right? When you show run interface F0/1, we should be have outside. See IP net outside. Okay, that's beautiful. And then we have our own ABC register from the public that we purchased, right? 64, that our IP address. Let's find out, do we have in here, right? You see here, we're using the loopback, right? We're using the loopback because we need to advertise this here into the BGP, go out to the internet, right? So far, so good in here. So that should be not the issue, right? So now we're going to say show run again in here, IP net. You see in here, show run section IPNet. You see, you should be perform like this now when you're a network engineer. So because you have to be everything is on your head. That's why you design, you deploy, you control the whole network. So you know what's going on. Okay. So show run section in here again, IPNet. Let's see what is the configuration. All right. So you see, and then we overload. You see, remember everything the traffic in here is matching this access list is going to be overload. That is mean we're going to be high net, right? We're going to be overload translate to this only one this IP address. So that is mean everything the traffic in here go out to the internet is going where one is leaving this router, okay? All the outside world, they should be only see one IP is coming from this IP because we say overload. Okay, we overload with this loopback interface. Okay, so that is when all the world in here, Google, no matter the internet, right? When they see traffic coming from ABC, they only coming they see from this one, the public IP address. So just verify, just make sure see is refreshing again. Okay, so now go ahead now. We check the access list in here. Show access list here, right? This is maybe a standard access list. All right, so what we have in here, see? Okay, so that's, see, we have, I'll say, access list 50, and then we have a lot in here, see? But then, look at that. That is the region, right? That is the region when you show IPNet translate. So when you ping the traffic in here, see, when you ping, it didn't get translate, right? Because here is a listening. You see, when you show IPNet translation in here, it's a listening. Okay, it's listening, but then once the traffic from here, the 10.100.60, one is come arrive to this router. This router say, okay, I'm going to match. Do we have in access list? If we have one in here, okay, good. So I can translate it, okay, from inside global, from public global, blah, 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 something like that, right? So then go out to the internet. Okay, no worry for now. So at least we understand now all the procedure. So we know how to troubleshooting. We know where is the solution, okay? So in this case, so go ahead in here quick, then just the IP or access list in here. You see access list, because this is a standard, right? If you want to say, if you want to make more like this, access list, you see, and just 50, something like that. Can we hit enter? Okay, you see? No. Oh, see, I forgot. You see? Huh? Okay, how about using the standard? You see? Because you see, because this one have a two option. Either the see, I refresh again to you. Either you have a standard or extended. So what does that mean in the access list on the Cisco world about standard and extended? Standard is just care about only the source. You see the source. But if you're using extended access list, that is include the source and destination, even the port. You see, it's more specific, that if you want to control. Okay, because you want to control from the source, only allow the certain internet IP. Okay, so that's why you want to use an extended in here. But for us in here, we don't worry about go to source anywhere, right? We don't have to worry about right now. We just like using the standard in here. So access is 50. That's fine. So we're going to say standard of 50, you see in here. And then we're going to be either inject between, you can say 151, 160, or you can just say 170. Okay. Okay. And then permit, you have to put permit, right? What is the permit that you want to allow? Is a 10.100, dark 60, dark 0, and then what is the wildcard mask? Because make sure access list is deal with wildcard mask. Okay, so that is a /24. So we're gonna, there should be 0, dark 0, dark 0, dark 244. And 255, sorry. So hit enter. Okay, so now we go back, exit out. So now we're going to show access list again. Just make sure we have the entry. Okay, so now we have the entry now in here. Beautiful. Okay, so now if this is working, okay, and then we try it now, right? We test it. All right, so go back to the switch one in here again. Now in this time, I want to ping 8.8.8. Can I go out to the internet? Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, right? So now when I show again IP transnet in here, bring up this command again. Where's the command? Oh, okay. Let me retype. Show IP net. Okay. Translate. Okay. Hit enter. You see, that's beautiful. You see, it's telling you. You see, you inside local IP is from 60.6. You see, from this guy. And then you try to ping outside 8.8.8, okay, 8.8.8, because this one here is definitely, see, it's the same, okay, it's the same, okay. Zero, maybe it's just like one section, one package, okay, or maybe if you see, for example, in here, if I repeat in here, just say repeat, say 50, okay, I ping 50 times. Look at that, when you refresh in here, you see, 0, 1. You see this packet in here, see 0, 1. So that is means, right? You can see what is the difference, you see. All right, you see. And then look at that, right? Because it's not timeout yet. Okay, just make sure it's not a timeout yet. Okay. So now you see this is how you translate it, you see. Okay. So that is mean now once leaving this router, and this router is going to be translated, you see, to my 64.1. That's why now everybody, when they receive it, then they know how to get back. When they get back to this router, and then they look at the IPNet translation, and then where should I send back? Okay, because you need to send back to here. You see, this is the correct entry. You see, the IPNet translation. Okay, so far so good. Now, but but we want to but we want to but we want to we let me see, but the problem in here, see in here, let's go back again here, right? So when we trace route in here again, you see, when we trace route 8.8.8, right? So now let's see, uh can we follow the path in here, right? We should be go up to here, to here. Let me see. Let's go. Okay, that's perfect. So that is go to 60.3. That is mean here, right? And then it send it to this guy to here. You see, like 3.0.2, and then go into the internet router here. All right, see, and then all the way go to outside, and then go to the Verizon 173. You see, and then all the way go back to this side, and then finally arrive the destination. Yeah, you see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, you have a 5 network path, right? Like 5 hub. You see. Fine. So now the interesting is, right, the return the traffic back. So if I trace route in here, see, if I trace route, okay, if I trace route that 10.100 duck 60 duck 6, right? If I trace route, you see the traffic actually, look at that. It's from here and send it to MPLS, and should be come back from here, and then come to here, come back to here. You see, right? You see, it's more longer path. You see, and then we arrive. This is the upstream here. Okay, so all right. So that is mean. So far so good in here. You see, right now, see, it's working for this application one, for example, application one server in here, this network, right? They can go out to the internet, right? And then they can return back to here. But it's okay, right? For now, what we have, right? But then, and then look at that. The people complain about now. Wow, you see. Then these people, right, or the server team, they come to us say, hey, network guy, okay, because they always brand on the network guy. Okay? Everything that something have an issue or slow down or computer or something like that, they always brand on the network guy. So that's why we have a challenge in here. Okay, not easy to be a network guy, but because sometimes we have to we have to prove it. Hey, that is not me. It's not my network. Okay, but in this case, you tell them it's not the network, right? But then, is that true or not? Right? From from our topology, right? That's why they got slow. Because you see, normally from my topology, if the server is reside right at this location, they should be go up to here, go up to here, go up to here, and then when they return, it's going to take back the same path back to here. Instead, they go all the way like this, right? That's why it takes more longer. So obviously in here, you say, yeah, I agree. Yeah, you can say, because I'm a network guy, so, oh, okay, I'm agree, but that is not the, that is like a reasonable. They brand on the network, right? Because it's taking long path to come back. Okay, so how can we the solution in here? All right, so we have the brainstorm ourselves, right? Can we do something? Can we force the traffic when they return back to here, right? But then you have to understand, right? You have to understand because in here, right? In here, between in here, right? We don't have the VLAN, right? We don't have like the VLAN 60. Let's say we hop again quick on the core switch one. And then we go back to again in here, the core switch 2. Okay. Okay. Oh, in here. But one thing in here, see, but one thing in here, we have another link in here. You see, we have another link. Okay, we have this link in here, right? We have to study now. Okay, so first thing in here, between the core switch one between the core switch one, we enable first, right? We show CDB neighbor. So we just want to find what is the neighbor. See the neighbor. Look at that. The neighbor. This neighbor. We connect switch code two, switch two, and also we have a direct connect from here. You see the local interface. Go to the F1. See this is local interface. You see. If that makes sense. So, then we need to investigate, right? What this status in here, right? Because this here, you see, for example, you see in here, we show interface trunk, right? Just make sure, see, we verify. You see, this is interface trunk. You see here, we can tell already in here. See, we can tell already here. See here, so 12 12, right? Everything in the trunk port. So that is mean, you see, F1, this one trunk port, this one trunk port, right? See, we have a multiple trunk port, see, and then we have a port channel also is trunk port, right? So, okay, so the only thing, the trunk port, you see, the trunk port, you see, that is the region, right? Everything the traffic crossing this interface, right? If we have the trunk port with the 12 here, you see 15, right? See everything in here, you see all, right? Because in here we have an issue. That's what I'm saying. We don't have a like a VLAN 60 in here. It's going to be dropped, right? All right. So what? And then okay. And then what else that we can do, right? But this one, F1/1, I believe this is 1.1, but this one is connected to apps. This here, right? This here, I believe. Is that is a trunk port too? Yeah, that's a trunk port too. See, look at all this here. Everything the interface is all layer 2 or layer 1 or layer 2, right? It doesn't have a layer 3. See, all trunk port. Now, okay, so now the question is, right? Can we run a cable? Right? Can we run the cable? Can we run the cable? Right? Can we run the cable between either the core switch here to core switch here to make it as a layer 3, right? It's a make a layer 3, right? For example, uh, show IP interface brief first in here. Show IP interface. This is the core switch, right? Do we have a layer 3 interface? It sounds like we only have a 2 port. Shoot, we don't have a layer 3 anymore. We just only have a 2. You see? We only have a 2. See, we only have a 2. All right. Yeah. But think of, I don't know this one here. It allow us to make a layer 3 port. Okay. In my demo. Because in the real switch, right, you can make an access port, and also you can make it like I think you can make it the layer 3. But then it's not a good idea, right? It's not a good idea. So do we have in here? Normally in the core switch like the bigger switch like that, they have an extra layer, either extra port, the layer 3, or we just need to buy another adapter, like fiber adapter, something like that. We're going to run the fiber between here to here, just run another fiber. So we want to add another component, network component, right? So for example, in here, so let's do like this. If I right click in here, you see, if I right click, we go back to the, say, we treat this one as a real switch, right? And then we go to the slot in here. See, now, see, this is, I just give you an example. See, this is the layer 3, this is the switch module. Okay, so we still have a variable one slot in here, see, right? And this one in here, so I pretend, can I add another layer 3 interface? Okay, so just make sure sometime this one I think maybe a serial interface that we don't want. This is the switch we don't want. So we have another module switch. Maybe I don't know, right? So how about let's do like this, right? Because we don't not, we don't I don't remember. I need to recall for this GNS3. So what we can do in here? Let's do like this. Let me just in case I save it first. Okay. So because this is the lab. Okay. And also we cannot send someone to here, right, in our lab, say, hey, can you help to look at the core switch module, do we have an actual port like that, right? Because we want to like put another new adapter, another fiber, something like that, right? So in this case, say do like this, right? Because this is our lab anyway. So we're going to stop this first. So we power down. So I assume if we power down and then we come to here, let me add, hopefully, right? This one, 4T, no, 4T, no, maybe 4, no, 4T is a zero. This is for T1. This is for T1 that we don't want. Might be FE, fast internet. Oh, okay. Maybe try another one, this one. Hopefully this will work. Okay, I will apply it. Click OK. Let's see if I can power on again. And then I go to console again. So now we power back. So we power on back for this course, and then reboot again from the image. All right. Let's see. Hit enter. Okay. All right, running the boot script here. PostScript here, keep running, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so for example in here, so now we show IP interface brief. Do we have actual layer 3? Oh yes, beautiful. Oh no, yeah, this is 2.0. I believe, okay, yeah, because before, I think this is the new end, right? Before we only have one, but now we have another 2.0. Ah, ha, ha. So this may be helping us, you see. Okay, beautiful. So now we go back to here. We go back to core switch here. 2, right? Same thing in here, but we want to enable, we want to save it first again. Let's power off here. And then we just say, okay, the best, let me move it the other side. Okay, so I'm going to manually, this one here, I'm going to say stop, we shut it down, we power off, and then we add another module. Okay, so there's another adapter. So we add this one, another adapter. And then we power on again. Okay, so now we bring it back again. As we bring it back to here again. Okay, so we're going to be, let's see, we reconnect. Okay, so we remove this one. Okay. All right, so now let's start again. Okay, we hit enable. Now we show IP interface again. Show IP interface brief. Right? So let's see what we have in here. Yes, beautiful. See, we add another additional layer 3 port number. Okay, beautiful. All right, so now, see, for example, now, so we're going to say config key quick in here. Just go ahead now, and then we go to /2/0, right? So this is the interface in here. See, right? So now we want to make an IP address in here. Okay, this is the layer 3 IP address, right? Just only between, see, this is only between this IP address, right? We don't want to make more any fancy. This is just only the layer 3. Okay, the traffic in here. See, this is the layer 3. Okay, so IP address. So what IP address we should pick in here? Huh? We want to pick something, right? Because we have to go back to the IP design. See the later. Do we want to use the 10 network? We should be use the 10 network. And then we already using the 0. So what is the loopback? Let me see here. Yeah, maybe we try to using the loopback interface. Hold on. So show IP interface. Do we have a loopback in here? Yeah. We have the loopback. So we loopback. We start from 255, 255, 255. Okay, beautiful. But do we have just in case, make sure we don't 255, 255. Yeah, let's say we take from the last 254. Okay, just 254. Right. So go back here and quick in here. So we go back to interface F/0. We're going to say IP address in here. We're going to say 255, 254, something like that. I just make it like let me see if I want to say, okay, if I want to say, because that's 32, let's say we can start from dark here. Okay, say let's say this here should be, okay, should be dark 1, just for example, because, oh no, this is core switch 2, we're using 2, and then we 255, dark 255, dark 255, okay, but we don't want to use /34. So we're using 252, that is maybe just /30, okay? So let's slash 30. So only two hosts between 1 and 2. Okay, that is we call subnetting, right? So you're learning how we subnetting the IP address. Okay, in here, so we use like this. Okay, speed 100. And the duplex full, no shutdown. Okay, this is the quick, just for temporary for the solution like this, right? And then we show run in here, show run in here, interface F2/0. You see here? So now in this case, right? Now in this case, you see here, now in this case here, we want config key. No, that's one. We have to go back to here. We go back to the code switch one first because we didn't. Okay, so this is the code switch one in here, right? So now we're going to say config key interface F2/0 IP address. We want to say 10 dark 255 dark 255 dark no 254 dark 1. And then 255, dark 255, dark 255, dark 0. And then we hit enter. And then we say, okay, so speed 100, just match up the other link. And then the duplex full, and then no shutdown. See, okay, so like this. So we have a layer 3 now. It's up, right? Just we want to make sure, can we ping the other side? So we ping 10.100 dark 2 54 dark 2. Make sure that layer 3 is working. Oh, why it's not working? Oh, I'm sorry, no. Sorry. we typed wrong, no. It should be 255, 254 dark 2. Oh, shoot, you see? It's scaring us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's still not working. What happened? Wait a second, you see? Show IP interface brief. See, we have a layer 3, you see? We treat this as layer 3. Ah. We just assigned the port. What we missing? I think we're missing something. Very important. See, we just assigned the port. We just assigned the IP address, right? We just assigned the IP address, right? We just assigned the port, but we didn't run the cable. that, that may be the reason. Oh, come on, right? It sounds like, does that make sense? Because we didn't run the cable yet, right? Okay, let's draw the cable. So let's bring the cable. Okay, let's go back to here, the cable. So we have two. This guy, we should be connected to this guy. Whew. See, we forgot the cable. So now we have the cable. It's on now. All right, so let's try again. Ping again. Let's see, it's working. Oh my goodness. All right, all right. So, okay. So, do we need to once we have the cable? Let's do quick. And we guess like we just plug in a new cable. We just perform. We bump. We shut down the interface first, and then we bring it up again after we have the cable plugged in. So now, can I ping now? 10.255, 254. First thing I have to ping myself first, right? Just be double check. Yep. And then I ping number 2. Oh, hopefully it's working. Still not working. Mm, 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 mm. What else? Right? In here. Right? Because see? Show interface. Let me see here. Show IP interface. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait. Do you see what's wrong? Do you see what's wrong?
The IP address.
Because look at that. Look at it. The IP address will show run interface F2/0, right? The IP address that we designed is to be 10.255.254, right? But
Mm-hmm.
in here, shoot, you see, we, we, I'm sorry by typing, by talking, too fast, And okay, yep. So, but at least, yeah, this makes sense. At least we have to run the cable. That's definitely that is no issue, right? No doubt it. We have to run the physical cable, right? Connect between this layer three. That should be fine. So now we have to be, let's say no IP. Just erase no IP. We'll reassign the IP. This should be 10.255.254.2, 255.255.255. Oh, this is dot 252. You see? Just make sure again, we go back again, make sure. So, okay, so shut down, no shut down, and then exit out, right? Because make sure in the cautious one is make sure it's nah, this is not correct either. See what I'm doing, you see? This is not correct either, right? See, you have to be careful. See, show run again in the F2/0, right? So that's not right because we have to matching the standard mask because this is /24, but the other side is a /30, right? So we have to go back to here. We have to make sure we have changed correctly in here. So we're going to say IP address. We're going to say 10.255.254.1. This one should be matched 255.255.252. Okay, this should be fixed the issue. No shutdown, no shutdown again. Just to verify again, make sure we are good, right? Okay, so 10.255.254.1. This is the standard mask. Beautiful. And then we go back to here again. Show run again. Interface F2/0. Do we have? Yes, yes, yes. It's beautiful. So now we just think that from here, the other side can be able to make it. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. So many troubleshooting in here just by misconfiguring. You see? And we verify again from here. 10.255, 254, and .2. Make sure. Beautiful. See now, right? Okay, so now temporary, we have the solution in here, right? But we know that the traffic from here, when the return traffic go back to the 10.60, right, is pointed to here. Okay, but I don't want to deal with the BGP yet, right? Because people is complaining about now because they're waiting for us this solution, right? Because we don't run out of time. We don't want to. We just want to immediately. We want to fly to give them the solution, right? So now, what we should do on here, if we want to take over, say, hey, I want to go to that 10.60. We're going to go the one that we have created, the layer three interface on the cable, right? Because I don't want to do the BGP, right? So and also I don't know do we have OSPF or something like that, but okay. So the easy way to do, right? We go there the code switch one in here. You see the easy way to do because since we know we have a layer three, and then we just directly go to here, IP route. We force it now using the static route 110 here, that's 60, that's 0 network, 255, dot 255, dot 255, dot 0. We're going to ping the next hop is the 255, dot 254, dot 2. Okay, so that's it. Look at that. We inject. All right. Once we inject, we show again from here, show IP route. Okay. Show IP route. You see, we verify now the static route. You see, before this one. I forgot. Oh, we have a OSPF too. Okay, so we have a see we have a BGP. We have a O right direct connect. Now we should have a static route, right? See now we have a default route. Okay, now where is the static route?